Nothing that man does is sustained through all the generations. All of our projects will putter out, and all of our movements eventually will meander. The only lasting hope is when the King comes on that day, and on that day, he will judge the living and the dead. And not until that day will all be restored and renewed. On that day, the wrath of God will be outpoured, and we are saved by faith through grace. For the gospel is simply this: God saves us from God for God. The love of God saves us from the wrath of God for the glory of God. Let's preach that gospel amongst the nations. We are not to preach sugar. We are not to preach medicine. We're not to preach cutesy, comedic, courteous little ear-tickling TED Talks. No, with fire in our eyes and love in our hearts, we are to preach the love of God saves us from the wrath of God for the glory of God.